Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Neo Enigma. This will be the site of our round 2 game between TdgWumBeL, the blue Protoss in the top right, and Fresh, the green Protoss in the top left. Now, we're gonna probably see, a lot of people say PvP is a bit of a coin flip thing, so if my dear co-caster Sean were here, we would start arguing about whose 4-gate would be better. But anyway, this is going to be Neo Enigma. This is a map that I'm not too familiar with, but it has this very interestingly placed gold, which is kind of hard to hold, but relatively easy to take. It's basically your natural third expansion is this gold, but it's also right in the path of your opponent if he is marching towards your base. Anyway, we will be seeing TdgWumBeL is a representative of the Master League, Fresh a representative of the Diamond League. We will be seeing if Fresh can pull out an upset. And yes, so this is the second round. TdgWumBeL was the only man to get a bye. Fresh did have to take out an opponent in the first round. Not quite familiar with who that is. He will be scouting in the wrong direction first. Wumble will be going out slightly later. Wumble slightly ahead on his gateway timing, but I believe he's a little bit behind on no, he's actually ahead on the probes as well. Bit of little friendly banter going down between the two players. Protoss Imba. We saw Protoss win yesterday's North American Daily after eating the Terran tears of all of his opponents. But yes, we're going to be seeing TdgWumBeL being able to scout at the first try, scout his opponent's base, and Fresh still does not know anything that's going on in WumBeL's base. And there's a gas just finishing up for Fresh, just about the same time that WumBeL's going to be starting his, so he's going to have that gas a lot quicker. But the Cyber Core, on the other hand, was faster for WumBeL, just a couple of seconds there. And of course, in PvP, seconds are, milliseconds can be miles. There's a gas deal here as well. 4-gate? Of course, seconds are miles in this matchup. It's incredibly important. Just we saw in one of the last games, Plato, champion of yesterday, was just milliseconds ahead of his opponent in the semi-final game, that PvP yesterday, and it was absolutely just it was the most important. It was milliseconds that ended up costing him the game. And Fresh going in for the gas steal was denied by TdgWumBeL. Warp gate on its way out for both players. And WumBeL a little bit behind on that Stalker and the Zealot. I lied. No, never mind. He does have a Zealot. I thought for a second that Fresh hadn't gotten a Zealot, but he does, and it is right here, moving across the map. Both players do have probes just sitting here ready to grab those proxy pylons. Whose 4-gate will be better? Gateways 2, 3, and 4 going up for TdgWumBeL. Gateway number 2, gateway number 3 going up for Fresh. Not seeing the 4th one, though, yet. Could be seeing 3-gate. Nope, there's the 4th gate. It's going to be 4-gate versus 4-gate. Diamond 4-gate versus Masters 4-gate. Who will win? The Warp Gate is slightly further ahead for TdgWumBeL at this point, as are his second and third gateway. His third and fourth gateway, rather, are a bit more ahead. But the second gateway is slightly faster for Fresh, so looking around here, everything seems to be going relatively normally. There's a bit of an engagement here at the ramp. But looks like TdgWumBeL is going to be able to hold relatively easily. I lied. Fresh ends up taking out that Zealot pretty easily, but Fresh's Zealot goes down as well. And it looks like this is going to be WumBeL. WumBeL loses that Stalker. And Fresh coming out slightly on top in that engagement, bringing a reinforcing Stalker, losing his Survivor, though, with the first shot of that other guy. We are seeing Fresh put down these proxy pylons inside WumBeL's base. He'll be able to warp in units to his heart's content. Inside the main, there is a probe chilling here, and there is a proxy pylon next to Fresh's base as well. But WumBeL is the one who's on the defensive foot right now. Fresh is doing all the offensive damage. It's going to come down to micro, and WumBeL seems to be doing his micro pretty well. No complaints there. He's going to start trying to take out these pylons up here, but more reinforcements for Fresh being warped in. Fresh losing 2 of his Stalkers very, very quickly, though. Looks like a third one maybe about to go down. No, they are able to sort of... No, wait, they're cornered against those rocks. And he will lose that. That Stalker will go down. There's another Stalker with 1 health here. TdgWumBeL looks poised to be able to hold this very, very easily. There's also a pylon inside Fresh's main now as well. It looks like WumBeL has held this successfully. Fresh consistently warping in more Zealots, but not being able to hold. There's just a much better Zealot count here for TdgWumBeL. Fresh seeming a bit dejected, not knowing quite what else to do. He's going to be losing his pylons here. And he's going to be warping in a sentry in an attempt to stop anything from coming in, but there's a second pylon going in. Fresh is going to try to clear out these pylons before any proxy units are warped into his base. But WumBeL has a massive supply lead at this point, 26 to 50. Yeah, Fresh didn't even kill any workers off, just that one scouting dude. And now Zealots being warped into the main of Fresh. WumBeL being able to slightly outnumber the Zealots and his massive force, his massive Zealot Stalker force moving out across the map. And that sentry is going to be losing health pretty quickly. The sentry goes down, and this looks like it could be GG for Fresh any second. The pylons are going to be he's going to try to snipe the pylons, but with 2 pylons, nice force fields there to force these units to engage. But with this huge army about to march right into the main, Fresh not happy, WumBeL not happy, nobody's happy. WumBeL apologizes, but that's the way PvP goes. Milliseconds are miles. And unpowering all those buildings. Fresh with the well played. GG to both of them. And that is game. WumBeL takes round 2. We'll be going on to the next round. And thank you all for tuning in. See you in a few more minutes.